If you're a front-end developer in the SAP ecosphere, you will probably know about SAP UI5 and its open source sibling OpenUI5. You might also know about the monthly live webcast UI5ers Live. Did you know, however, that this month, December 2023, sees the 10th anniversary of OpenUI5? That's right. And to celebrate and discuss this rather significant milestone, there's going to be a special episode of UI5ers Live on Thursday, the 14th of December. Join us. All the details on the OpenUI5 homepage.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the SAP Developer News. The November release of the SAP Cloud Application Programming Model is out now. Some of the highlights are new overview pages in the docs for learning resources and for all available plugins. Since CAP introduced the plugin mechanism, a good set of plugins has already been developed. And new additions for November are change tracking and the notifications plugin. Other enhancements of the new release cover areas such as the CDS language and compiler, various updates for Node.js and Java, as well as multi-tenancy. Check it out and see you soon. Bye.
Did you know curl has a special data parameter that will automatically URL encode values for us? Here's an example value with special characters from an OAuth 2 class. Let's use curl's get parameter so we can see the value in the query string output. If we use the normal data parameter, we get the value verbatim, which is probably not what we want. Instead, we can use the data-urlencode parameter, which performs automatic URL encoding for us. Let's have a look now. That's better.
Some news from both SAP Build Apps and SAP Build Process Automation. SAP Build Apps published 2 days ago a new best practices guide called A Strategic Approach to SAP Build Apps. Most strategically, it explains to developers when to use SAP Build Apps for their UI development environment. It also provides tips on how to run your development. So, for example, it talks about how to debug, how to send debug messages to the console, and also how to work as a team. And it also provides technical details on some features that are often overlooked or misunderstood, but that are pretty basic to building with Build Apps. So, for example, it talks about how to manage the navigation stack when users are navigating between pages, and how to use custom events so that you can reuse your logic flows. I'll put a link to the guide in the description. As for SAP Build Process Automation, Jesse just published a blog about the recent new features. I'll just mention a few. So the most obvious is the redesign of the SAP Build lobby. So in addition to putting the menu on the side and rejiggering it a little bit, the Actions menu has been pulled out to the top level, likely because Actions will be used by other tools, not just process automation. Talking about Actions, which are connections to backend services, you can now create an action from a variety of sources. So for example, you can select an API from your SAP Graph instance, or from your deployed CAP and RAP services, or from SAP systems defined in your BTP account, or from definitions on Business Accelerator Hub. You can also create actions the old-fashioned way by selecting destinations or even uploading API specifications. Process Automation has published a bunch of new pre-built content, including from SuccessFactors job offer approvals or from S/4HANA journal entry posting approvals. There are several others as well, so you should check those out in the store. And finally, the most exciting thing, perhaps, is something that wasn't released but is expected to be released in January, which is a new automation agent that is for Mac OS devices. So this has been a sore point that Mac users haven't been able to create their own automation bots, but now you too will be able to create automations on your Macs. I'll leave a link to Jesse's blog in the description.
There's a great webinar coming up next week on Thursday, the 7th of December, all about SAP Fiori. Not just about the design language itself, but about the tools and technologies that support it. If you're interested in learning more about what tools and technologies are available and how they all fit together, how SAP BTP is used for SAP Fiori, and also what the new SAP Build Code is all about, then this live session is for you. What's more, it's being run by two lovely people, Oliver Grafe and Tim Back, and you can even suggest topics for the agenda. Head over to Oliver's blog post for all the details.